Welcome to a special bonus episode of Sequel Rights. For you listeners who are looking for something while we're on a break, we got some bonus for you.
Bonus.
Why don't we, we're still kind of a new podcast here. This is Justin Camp speaking, and I'm here with the usual folks who are
Tyler Hamilton
and
Elizabeth Helly.
And, we were excited to have kicked off this podcast this year, and we thought it's the end of the year. Why don't we just take a little look back at, what we did? We talked about how many franchises did we get through?
We talked about 6 franchises.
Damn.
We talked about American Tail, Problem Child, Species, Open Water, Darkman, and the Santa Claus.
So, Eliz, out of those 6 franchises, which one was your favorite?
Oh my gosh.
Tough choice, right?
Overall, I think my favorite was still Five All American Tail. As a whole franchise, including the first one.
The first time is always the most memorable.
What was the treasure of Manhattan Island?
Hope.
No.
Native American mice.
I think it was Native American mice. I'm pretty sure it was the Native American mice.
We found them. Is that what they said in the movie? I don't remember.
Yeah, and then
they literally said the treasure was Hope. I know you guys kept saying they didn't.
Show me the clip.
Did.
Show me the clip.
Okay, get out your Netflix. Oh my god. What about you guys?
My favorite was Darkman.
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 I had a lot of fun with the Species series.
Yeah, Species was super
fun. Okay. I didn't think you
I was like gonna go between Species or Open Water, because Open Water was like, you know when you're in a plane and it crashes?
Yeah.
It was like that.
Yeah.
It was like really great movie, and then explosion.
Yeah. I loved the Darkman things, even in the even though it was shitty, it kind of has still with the comic book thing, like Darkman's weird bad adventures.
Yeah, that's true.
But I was also happy that you guys had not seen it, and hopefully a lot of you guys who hadn't seen it got to see it. You know, I've had some friends and some listeners that were just really excited about getting into that franchise, and
I will have to say, even though on the whole I liked Species the best, it was the most fun to do Species.
Right.
For me, I think my favorite sequel that we watched was Darkman: The Return of Durant. Because it was so ridiculous, and the one-liners like
a ridiculousness factor. Yes.
So many one-liners I could just I feel full
But
of
if we're
one-liners.
talking like which sequel out of all the ones we've seen, so excluding the original movies and all the franchises, I think the best sequel out of these is
Open Water 2.
Child 2. Problem Child 2. I feel like we were still really like up on the Problem Child series then. Like, it didn't have like as big of a drop as we often get with the second movie, and we really liked the addition of the girl.
I still
Trixie.
don't like the Problem Child 2. I don't like it.
Man.
Nope, didn't like it.
I don't think it's the best sequel.
If I was gonna
that's
go with
obviously
the ones we've
Open Water 2.
Yeah.
Open Water 2.
No.
Boo, Open Water 2.
If I was gonna go with quote unquote best sequel out of the ones we've done, I think
You're just gonna say Darkman again.
no, I was gonna say maybe the Santa Claus 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Robo Santa.
Because
I
it
would
brings
say
back
Species.
the entire
Species
cast.
before
does.
Santa Claus 2.
Species 2.
Species 2, where she's like, it's not her, but it's the same her.
It did have that
Because
sweet.
it had Michael Madsen and the astronaut guy and Mark Helgenberger again.
Did
I
have
like
that sweet slow motion baseball throwing.
It did have that.
yeah.
It did.
That was great.
By the way, Problem Child 2 is our most downloaded episode.
Well,
Dang.
thanks.
And
there
it's
you
kind of
go.
the one that
Thanks
when people
to-
ask me what is one they should listen to, I usually say that one.
Thanks to all those
You guys
problem
did
children.
so much singing.
We remember.
Yeah. And I wanted to issue a correction because last week in Santa Claus 3, I made a mistake and I said that Peter Boyle was the first person we saw to come back as 2 different characters in the same series with no mention of it. And that was really stupid of me to say because obviously in Problem Child, Amy Yazbek comes back as 2 different chicks in Problem Child 1
Right.
and 2, and there was no mention of it whatsoever.
Yep.
So that was a huge stupid thing for me to say. Sorry.
Eliz
Apologize.
made a mistake.
Apologies to Amy Yazbek.
Apologies,
Oh,
Yazbek.
man.
She's still out there fighting the fight for the John Ritter Foundation.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
nice.
Yeah.
Props to Yazbek.
Yeah.
Apologies and props to Yazbek.
Yes.
Well, that was 2017. I hope that everyone has been enjoying the show.
Yeah.
We've certainly, love doing it for you guys and have been having a blast recording these episodes and putting them out this week, which is why we are looking so much forward to 2018. A whole nother year of sequels.
A whole other year. And there's a lot of sequels coming out in 2018.
yeah.
I don't know if you guys looked at the list. I didn't count it, but it looked like about
30
Well, there's even
40
more.
plus.
There's even more
40.
than that too. Like I even added some, and then
Yeah.
there were more I was seeing online.
like the list that I think, we kind of put together a list just for fun to see what's coming out. And I think it was basically only the theatrical releases.
Yeah.
And doesn't include what is sure to be plenty of stuff like Woody Woodpecker 2.
Straight to Netflix.
Straight to Netflix too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm sure there's maybe hundreds of sequels coming
Yeah.
out. We can only
CBS
hope.
All Access.
We can only hope.
God.
So, what are some of the sequels you guys looking forward to next year that are coming out?
One that I'm actually really excited for is Mission Impossible 6 is coming out, and I think that, and I was thinking about this the other day, aside from Star Wars, I think that Mission Impossible of movies over a trilogy might be pound for pound have the best movies overall.
Also,
I mean, Mission Impossible
is it-
2 is not great,
Is it
but
because it's the 6th one and it's called MI6 now? Is it going to have something to do with the UK?
I
or-
do not know. I know Henry Cavill is in it, and he has a mustache.
Yeah, we
Oh,
need
is
to-
that the
yeah.
one that
Yeah.
caused him? Okay.
we need to get the resolution of Mustache Gate.
yeah, Mustache Gate. We need to see.
We didn't
but
know if it was worth it.
it.
I think it'll be worth it.
But I think that all those movies are super solid, and like even though it's a 6-1, they're everyone's fun. It's enjoyable, and more solid than the more recent Bond movies as well.
Oh god, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think out of all of the ones that are out, I just I think I really gotta go with Infinity War.
Yeah,
Sorry, I think that's the
honestly.
safe choice, but like
It is safe, but
It's
it's,
like
so true.
yeah, it's like a culmination of all these movies.
Oh yeah,
What are
I
we
mean that's
watching,
that's
like 20 movies?
that is the ultimate like sequel.
Yeah,
Like it is
the sequel to end all sequels.
It is 10 years of world building, 10
Yeah.
years
Yeah.
of movies, and
And-
yeah.
So I'm also excited for Infinity War. I love the Avengers. I have a huge Infinity Gauntlet in my room as a medal from the half marathon. But anyways, the sequel that I am most excited for next year, because I am a Kevin Smith zombie, is Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
Ooh.
I'm so excited for it because I love them.
I'm surprised neither of you Disney heads said Mary Poppins, but
I mean,
It could
I'm
be
excited
awful,
for that, but yeah.
So we gotta wait and see, because it could be just a complete abomination.
gotta see some footage.
indeed.
Yeah.
So another fun thing that I thought we might ask you guys go around the table here. So we already said there's lots of sequels. We know which ones we are excited about, but which ones do you think might be the final sequel? Are there any coming out next year? They're gonna kill off the franchise.
I think there's some that will automatically, such as
The Maze Runner.
the Maze Runner.
That's not fair. That's
So
the
there's
last
a couple
one.
of prequels for the Maze Runner that they could do, but this is the end of the Maze Runner. It's also the end of 50 Shades.
Thank you, Jesus.
And it's also the what was it? It says Insidious: The Last Key, but I guess they don't really need to pay attention to the word "last," right?
Yeah, that's
No,
true.
yeah.
like
I
The
don't know.
Last Crusade or something.
The Last Key could refer to anything in the film. We have no idea.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
It could
The
be
last key.
it could be an
you need
island
to
off
unlock
Florida.
The next chapter. of the
Those are
franchise.
automatic, but I'm gonna say that the ones I think are most likely to straight up, hopefully, kill the franchise. I'm gonna say Bumblebee will
Ooh.
kill the Transformers.
No, I don't think that's gonna
No.
happen.
Damn it! I want it to happen.
If anything, it might be better than the Transformers.
Yeah,
movies.
and Bumblebee's a spin-off, right?
yeah.
Yeah. And there's Transformers movies planned for like the next
Yeah.
Is there
Three-
really? Good?
yeah.
It's
Also, it's
so
got
bad.
a good. It's the director who did Kubo. First of all,
Yep.
And
Yeah,
then
but I don't
Haley
like that
Steinfeld.
movie.
You don't like Kubo and the Two Strings?
Whitewashing. Whitewashing.
Whatever.
Don't say whatever. Check your white male privilege.
I'm saying whatever.
God damn it.
So many great people worked on that film.
Yeah.
We need more people of color on this podcast.
And then it was a great movie. I don't know.
No, it was. But I just can't get past that. Whitewashing.
That's fine. And then Haley Steinfeld's in that one.
Yeah.
Bumblebee.
Yeah,
Yep.
I saw that too. All right. Well, okay. Then let me say Madagascar 4. Well,
I'm going the same vein. Hotel Transylvania 3.
I kind of can't believe there's a Madagascar 4.
Neither can
I
I. Although I'm excited. I'm actually not sure if Jenny Tarnowski is involved with Hotel Transylvania 3, but like he was wrapped up in the first two.
yeah.
Jendi is of Dexter's Lab and Samurai Jack, who, speaking of sequels, had a revival of Samurai Jack this year that was fantastic on television.
Hasn't he also been involved in the new Mickey Mouse shorts? Right?
Oh, yes, he has.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that to wrap up. Even if it's producing quality, is I hope that that's the end of it. I don't need to see Adam Sandler
Yeah.
as a Dracula.
Again.
Although
on a
when
boat.
when I caught those
if
movies
I had
when they were
to
online.
choose between Hotel Transylvania 3 and Madagascar 4, I think I'd rather watch Hotel
No,
Transylvania.
I caught those movies like they were just randomly on FX around Halloween, and I was like, okay, well they're fine.
I heard they weren't that bad.
They're not. I mean,
Yeah.
well, he's awesome.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's true. I think we can all safely hope that X-Men Dark Phoenix will kill off
oh god,
this
that would be
version
so
of the
amazing.
X-Men for now. Because now they're going to
Yeah.
probably get roped in with all new cast into
Yep.
something different. So
I have something I want to talk about of movies that I hope become franchises that
Okay.
get sequels. The first one is Jeff Vandermeer, the adaptation of Jeff Vandermeer's book Annihilation, directed by Alex Garland. It is a book trilogy, and Annihilation is the first one. The book is fantastic. I love Alex Garland of The Beach and Ex Machina fame, and I hope that the movie is. There's already rumblings about it being too complicated. And
Well, are you worried because it's kind of like in January, which is historically like the burial time where you hide your bad movies? I mean, not so much anymore, but like,
not necessarily.
Okay.
And I mean, especially with re-releases around awards time. But I hope that gets a sequel. I'm excited about Alicia Vikander's Tomb Raider. I hope that gets sequels.
her long-necked Tomb
Raider. Yep.
Ugh,
And
that poster.
and I hope that did you see the Ready Player One?
Yeah, with the leg.
poster
Yeah.
where his leg is a 6-foot party.
I saw that tweet that was like, "Has Warner Brothers ever seen a human?"
yeah.
And I hope that that Shane Black's Predator movie puts a new blood into that franchise, because I think that would be a cool one. And I love Shane Black, and he wrote the original script, so that's something that'll be neat.
I wrote down a few also. I don't know quite what to think about this because it looks bonkers as all hell, but Ava DuVernay's Wrinkle in Time.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
If that ends up being good and not too crazy, like there's a whole, series of books about those, which
Yeah.
I read all of when I was young, and I don't remember anything about them except that like vaguely time and travel is involved. But yeah, I mean, I think it's got Oprah in it, so how could it go wrong, right?
That's true.
Yeah, so that could be one that I think we're destined to have sequels for, whether or not we like it, is Peter Rabbit.
Oh god.
Because if it even does marginally well, they'll keep doing it, and probably Domhnall Gleeson and Rose Byrne will get married and have a kid, and then the rabbits have to deal with the baby, and then more rabbits and other rabbits, lots of rabbits. Anyways, and then the last one I wrote down, I had never heard of this movie. You guys probably have. It's a Japanese movie that's going to be released in America called Batman Ninja, where it's like Batman is somehow transported into feudal
did see
Japan.
It's the anime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like people could really love that. Like, they're already
awesome.
getting ready to release it. It has a date for the US too already. So.
Yeah, it'll probably be one of those things where it's in a few theaters and then available streaming.
It'll be a Fathom
But
event.
it's got
Yeah.
Batman.
Yeah, they make those all the time.
Yeah, those DC comics
Alright.
straight to
I don't know.
DVD.
Your name went pretty wide this year.
They do DC Animation does like an animated
They have
superhero
one
movie every
coming
year.
out very soon, or it might already be
Yeah.
out, called Batman or Gotham by
Gotham by Gaslight.
Yeah, which is about him like
It's
on Jack the Ripper.
yeah,
right, basically.
which is based on a
Right,
comic arc.
right.
Yeah,
But it's the same type of thing. It's like Batman in a different
But
thing.
I just think
it's
with
not.
like the Lego Batman and the Lego Ninjago, like that this could be sort of like the marriage of those.
Yeah, it looks really awesome.
Yeah.
The one that I'm really excited about, and I'm sure no one else even knows what it is or cares, and hope that it turns into a franchise is called The Meg. Have you guys heard of this? It's based on a book. New York
About
Times.
the-
Oh, the Mega Shark.
Yes.
Yes.
The book is called Meg, and it's by Steve Alton. And I used to read. I wish I could keep up with his books, but he writes a lot of them. But I've read a bunch of these books. It's about a megalodon shark that supposedly died out a long time ago. But there was one or a couple of them still alive in the Marianas Trench, and one of them gets back up into the surface waters and starts killing the fuck out of people. And it's giant. It's basically there's like an
It's like
iconic
Jurassic World.
yeah. There's an iconic cover art for his novel where it's like this huge wave and a dude is surfing, and inside the wave is the shark coming through and like gonna eat the guy whole.
And I think that this has a pretty good chance of becoming a sequel because guess who's fighting the shark, guys?
Jason Statham. And it comes out in the middle of summer.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I've been like following this. I get his newsletters, the author, and he's been like talking about making a movie for forever. And so I'm excited to see how it turns out. I'm worried that they probably messed with it a bunch.
Yeah, but are you sure it's not going to get picked up by Lionsgate and then just be rebranded as Open Water 4?
49
it's already got a release
meters
date
down.
in August, so it's coming out in August.
Open Water 4D, where they just spray water at you the whole time.
It's fantastic.
That would be amazing. Well, what was there anything else you guys want to talk about?
I really want Pacific Rim 2 to be great. I love Pacific Rim.
Yeah. That would be nice.
I love that world. It'll be see if it's fun.
I mean, in general, just kind of like thank yous to everyone that's listened to us this
Yeah.
year. Everyone who did ratings and reviews on any of the various platforms. If you haven't done that, please still do it. And then I did write down a few fun facts from our metrics.
Ooh.
So we have more than 3,000 downloads. Woo,
Yeah.
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 Thank
you.
Like I said, our number one episode was Problem Child 2. And most of you guys are on iPhones or Androids, but I would like to thank the one person or possibly up to 4 people that is downloading us on Linux.
That's crazy.
There's 4 downloads, so it's either one person 4 times or any dividend of that.
Thank you, Mr. Linux.
And
Thanks,
then
Tux.
I'd like to thank our one listener in Russia who's listening over in, Sverdlovskaya Oblast.
I'm sure that's how it's pronounced.
Yeah.
And we apologize.
That was the best I could do. So yeah,
Yeah, thank you guys for helping make the last part of 2017 super exciting for us.
Yeah.
And we look forward to 2018. And you know what? We want to leave you with one extra announcement. For those of you who listened through this bonus episode, we're going to let you know the first franchise that we're going to tackle for 2018.
We'll be stepping up into 2018 with the Step Up series.
Oh! Ready for a dance-off!
Romance, dancing. Romance, dancing.
you'll get to see the
Dance
real
mans.
life romance of Channing Tatum and Jenna Dewan play out on screen.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait!
And how many movies are in this franchise?
I did not look that up yet, but I think it's like 5.
Good God.
There's also a show on YouTube Red debuting, so
Yeah.
we probably won't watch all of that, but maybe bonus content. I'll probably watch a little.
Listener
bit of
homework.
Yeah,
Watch Step Up
yeah.
on YouTube
So
Red
you
and
got
tell us about
time
it.
to watch it over the winter break that we're doing.
Real talk, if you watch that show, we can call in and describe it to
Yes,
us.
please. That would be amazing.
I may have some connections to that show,
Hey, then.
and by that I mean one person that I know that worked on it.
Get him on
Get
the
him
pod.
on the
Get him on the
show.
pod. All right.
Yeah, so we'll be doing Step Up first thing coming back in January. And if you want to watch along, the first one's available on Cinemax, and the second one's available on Stars, and the rest you'll have to rent along with us.
For now, I mean that could change.
True.
Yeah.
But as of today, that's what it is.
Step up wherever you step up.
So thanks for listening to this bonus episode, and we'll see you in 2018.